No, we usually do anime, but we're gonna switch it up this time on Platinum Cast, and we're gonna talk about.
What was that just now?
Finally.
We're gonna talk about an island called North Sentinel Island, and we're gonna talk about what recently happened a few days ago to a Christian missionary who ventured to North Sentinel Island. So, how much do you guys already know about, or have you heard about it in the past?
I've heard about it for last week. But go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go first.
So all I know is about the guy was trying to bring Christianity to an unventured island. And there was it's an unknown tribe or something with a couple thousand people. I want to say 50,000, 60,000.
There's the Andaman Islands where there are way more tribal things that got exposed later.
Right.
But it sits in the Bay of Bengal where it's off in the middle of the sea, but it's still governed by India.
But they were never exposed to the outside world.
Right, but there's an island next to the enemies place, and that's what they're called. So this island has never been discovered, and there's only it's been discovered, but never been
ventured.
Yeah, contacted by the outside world. Okay. So this tribe has right now 50 to 400 because they don't really know, but it's around that area, 40 to 400.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Well, I know about the same amount of information as you. The guy was trying to bring Christianity to this tribe, and it didn't really work out.
Right. It didn't work out.
And we'll talk more about that later.
Yeah, I just want to go into the history of the island a little bit. So basically, these people that are settling at this island now, they've been there for 60,000 years. It said that they came from Africa, and that's why they're so dark. If you look at some of the videos, they're really, really dark people. Mm-hmm. So they came from Africa, and 60,000 years ago, and they've been living fine ever since. Now, in 2006, there was a earthquake and a tsunami, or is it 2002? It was around that time.
Okay.
And the tsunami, so people thought, oh, maybe they got wiped out because of the tsunami and earthquake. Mm-hmm. So they sent a helicopter over to check on them. And then right when they sent a helicopter, people the tribe was right there shooting arrows at the helicopter.
They were ready.
They were ready. So the thing is, they knew when the tsunami was happening.
They knew how to prepare for it.
They knew how to prepare for it, and they survived it.
That's pretty good.
So it's they've been doing it for 60,000 years. So why would they not be able to survive that? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Pretty sure there was a bunch of other hurricanes.
Wasn't their first earthquake? What would be the last?
Exactly. Yeah. So let's talk about this guy, and then I'll go back into the history.
Yeah.
This guy, Chau, whatever his name is, he's
a missionary.
He's a missionary from America, and he saw that we heard about this island, and that it was illegal to go into it because it. I
don't like where this is going already.
Really? You don't like where it's going?
It's illegal to go there.
Yeah,
let me go there.
It's controlled by the you gotta hear the reason why he wants to go there. Mm-hmm. Basically, he believes that this is Satan's last stronghold, and that exactly. He's already shaking your head. But yeah, he believes that he wants to go to this island and convert these people to Christianity,
right?
And build a kingdom of Jesus there, or and make a kingdom of Jesus there. And he says this will be one of the biggest things, because it does say in the Bible, we should spread not spread Christianity, but teach the wisdom of God to others, Indian government. So fisherman, he gets leaves them, he gets on a kayak and he paddles over and he brings his Bible, and he tries to bring some gifts and stuff, like some fish.
Do they take the gifts?
They don't take the gifts. So they
what is this?
They start running over with their spears and arrows, and
they die?
No, he shoots. They shoot him with arrow, but it hits his Bible instead of him, and he sees that as a sign, and he runs away, paddles away back to the fisherman, and then he sees it as a sign that these people, this God wants me to save them, because look what happened. This Bible, they could have killed me.
Why would you even think no? It's the exact opposite. God saved you to not mess with these people.
Facts.
The fact that the arrow hit even the Bible, it should be like, yeah, get away, go, leave now.
Yeah,
It's
like God was saying, I only have one miracle in me. I can't give you so many miracles.
Because I saved your life once. I don't have time to be saving your life so on. There's a bunch of other people's lives I need to be saving in this world instead of yours, which you're being completely stupid for.
He turns around, goes to the other side of the world to give another miracle. Turns back around, he's dead.
It's like, damn, man. I just gave you a big ass life saving miracle.
All right, hold on. I don't wanna keep laughing.
All right, yeah. So
I'm sorry.
Yeah, basically, so he goes back again, and this time, he gets murked, and they start shooting arrows at him, but he still keeps going.
Even after getting shot?
I think that's what the fisherman said. They're shooting arrows. They can't really tell from so far away.
Oh, so they don't know if he got shot and then he kept going.
Right. Who knows?
Okay.
If he was getting, but they just know that eventually they started wrapping his neck around and dragging him across the body.
Oh yeah, he's gone.
He's
gone.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah. So
Game over.
now there's this whole thing of whether they should go and retrieve the body from these people, but if you look in the history, that since these people have been so isolated from the outside world, they don't have the same immune system that all of us would have.
Right.
Their immune system is only designated at that
Things
island.
on the island.
Like that's like when the Native Americans had to deal with the smallpox.
Exactly. Millions of them died. So this guy, the fact that he even came over to this island is literally endangering the whole race on that island.
In my opinion, like if we aren't prepared for whatever's on that island, like let's say if there's a virus that we have as a civilized world have not prepared for in medicine, I don't want us to like risk that. On top of that, if we bring them a disease that they're not equipped for, then they're just gonna get wrecked. So either way, it's a catch-22.
Like they could, if anything, they could have a disease that could like wipe out like all of mankind. Like,
it's an ancient disease from the beginning of time. We didn't know about it.
Could be some like Resident Evil T virus like outbreak.
That is terrible.
Yeah. Also, but for reasons to like clear up why they're maybe so aggressive. Well, we don't know how long they've been aggressive, but even Marco Polo, who came by there, he was like, they're like,
great game by the way.
Great Netflix series.
He was like, oh, they're cannibals and they're savage. I don't want to deal with them. We don't know for sure if they're really cannibals because they don't be eating the outsiders, but maybe they know because the outsiders get us sick that we don't. That's why we don't eat them.
Right.
So that could be a thing because in 2002 or something like that, 2 fishermen were drunk. And they got
casted away.
And they end up landing on the island and they got killed.
Okay.
So, another reason why they may be really aggressive is because there's this British guy named Maurice Vidal Portman who basically did an expedition and he went there with some other people and they ventured in that island for days and then they finally found 6 tribe members and they kidnapped them and brought them to a port and Port Blair, and then what happened was all of them got sick because they don't have the immune system to
combat their diseases.
Exactly. So and then 2 of them died.
Right.
And so he was like, all right, let me just bring these 4 back, and he just dumped them off the island. And then
that's not gonna help their relations with the outside world.
That's happened like in the 1800s, I think.
Right. That's 1880.
Yeah, 1880. So
way back in the day.
They probably put in their records.
Right. So it's like if they have the records of how foreigners were these evil people who took their children and made them sick and brought them back. That's not gonna help their relations. They're gonna
think it's gonna happen again.
Right,
exactly. So like, forget it. We don't want any contact.
Also, these people don't look anything like because this guy's white. So when they have white people come here, like they don't look. It's like you're basically like an alien to them. You know what I'm saying?
Where are these people located?
They're locating off the Bay of Bengal. Well, they're in the Bay of Bengal, but it's like near India, but not really. It's like in the middle of the ocean, dude. It's like it's like that's what it looks like. But
that's
like
interesting.
It's like in the middle of the ocean, but since they came from Africa, they look black.
Okay.
So I just assume that they're just all black. So
I only ask because it could be also how close you are to the equator. That helps a lot with what you look like.
No, they're too dark, bro.
Now I'm saying the closer to the equator,
the darker you may look, but like even the Indians that live there, like they got killed too, like those fishermen.
Okay.
So
they're just like anyone who's not from your island.
if you're coming from outside the island,
That's it.
Yeah, probably. But I'm just saying, like, because they know you're a foreigner. But I think it makes it.
You know, you probably need to use some type of drones to like locate over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
Yeah, I was thinking that like, if they want to get actual footage of this island, they should just send a few drones over there, get close enough on a boat, send a few drones over, and yeah, just like get actual footage of these people and see what they do day to day.
We probably would learn a lot from that.
Assuming they don't shoot it down with a bunch of
drones. That's why he said multiple. They can't shoot them all, right?
Yeah, they can only take down so many.
Yeah. Like this, I think you were saying something about like what did you say? Like this is almost like some Wakanda like.
Oh yeah, so like we probably can only see them as savages from the outside, but watch us get drones on the inside. You're like, damn, they got some high tech stuff in there.
Oh yeah, and another thing is, but a lot of people might not let that happen because it's unethical reasons. You're like spying on them, and it's like that's morally wrong.
But that doesn't even stop people in the United States.
Yeah,
though.
people.
It doesn't stop the United States. But I'm just saying.
I mean, not saying it's right.
Ethically,
I'm not saying it's right,
but
it won't be the first case of that. Like people do that a lot in America as it is.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. But it does beat giving them a whole disease and wiping them all out.
Yeah.
So
not through the drones though. I mean,
right. And that's why I say it's better than send drones than having people just come over there and like wipe them out.
If anything, we could learn something from them. Who knows?
We could.
They could have records of something we don't even know. Like maybe Columbus did go there. He just got scared off.
Also, they could, like I was saying, because the guy brought back those sick people. We don't know if that like caused a big giant like outbreak in their community, and that's really why they hate the outsiders now. They see him as a curse or something, and now every time you see an outsider, like, yo, last time this guy kidnapped us, or outside came kidnapped us, got us sick, and we had a big outbreak, and we had to kill our own people. Like we don't know if that's what happened.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, which is very plausible. It's very plausible. Yeah. So
you about to say something?
No.
So also, another thing that happened in the past was a shipwreck happened, and there's like 100 people on the boat, and they...
Sounds like some, like, war.
It sounds like a movie, bro.
Yeah.
It sounds like a movie. They can make a movie out of that, but, like, these... I would love to hear, like, this, like, what happened to these people that survived.
I'm sure it'll be a documentary.
But the only thing about, like, doing something like that is we could only really give the perspective from the outsiders.
That's true.
Yeah, we'll never get it from them because their language, we don't even speak it. We don't know it. No one knows it. No one in the world knows it. It's indigenous language that only they know. So but yeah, there was a little war that came out because like they started attacking the people on that boat, and they started like fending for themselves, swinging with axes, throwing rocks, whatever. So there's probably some of them maybe even got sick, maybe even got killed until the Navy came back and took them away. So they were there for like days. So we don't know. This is a bunch of like bad things that happen when foreigners come to the island. So it's already like probably law. They probably teach it to their children once they grow up. Like, yo.
Especially with being such a concise community, it's easy to keep that going.
Yeah, exactly.
Like tradition.
So, boom, they already know we gotta kill people. They're coming out. They're enemies. They never don't fall for their gifts that they try to bring. Don't fall for any of that because it's just a ruse and they're gonna kill you.
Right.
I'm just trying to like imagine being born into this like civilization that'd be very interesting. Like,
I mean, let's say if you were born there, you would just believe that what they're doing is correct. That whoever is foreign is obviously the enemy or evil.
Yeah.
Like that, you wouldn't think otherwise. But if you're just coming from like our perspective, you're like, what are y'all doing? We could be friends, but that concept of friendship or allies is just foreign to them.
Like, just thinking about it, my imagination is just running like, oh, what are their customs? Like, you know, what kind of dishes do they eat? Like, I know you were saying they're possible cannibals, but like, what kind of food is on the island that they make? You know, like, there's so much that...
It's probably a lot of lost stuff that they were doing like thousands of years ago that we don't even know how they do anymore, that they're doing right now. But that crash, they end up learning how to make metal weapons now. Because they started taking the metal from the boat, and they made... Don't send them drones. Do not start making metal weapons now. Now they made metal weapons now. So.
Bro, send them a drone. They'll send drones back to the United States. And we see you, motherfucker.
They take us over.
I do have a question though. Like, why haven't like, is there no reason why one doesn't want to leave the island for themselves and explore for themselves? Why haven't like?
It's probably because of traditions. Because if your parents are always telling you the outside world is just hell or terrible or just forbidden to go to, you're not. I mean, there are probably some rebels, but your instinct isn't going to be to disobey your parents.
They probably kill the
especially if
rebels.
everyone's unanimous.
Oh yeah, if you maybe even if you like have an idea of like I want to travel to outside world.
What?
No,
You're
no.
hurt.
What
they
did
might,
you just
they
say?
Might, yeah, they might just kill you.
It's
We
over.
don't. We don't. We,
Like-
there's so much we don't know.
That's true.
Because personally, I think I would like to like. I'm like, there's so much to see out here. I'm only stuck to this island. Like, I want to like, what is out there? You know.
Mm-hmm. But if they condemn anybody who thinks otherwise, then you'd probably be less likely to do that.
Yeah, you don't even know if you're gonna make it back. You might die. It's probably a really scary thing. So.
Plus, you never even know. That could be what what's the Messiah's name? The missionary's name?
John.
Yeah,
John.
John probably thought the same thing.
Chau.
Like, oh, you guys, probably should come to the outside world, or we can make something work. And through that vision, he got himself killed.
Yeah, and but like you said, he felt like he could be like some Jesus savior.
Yeah,
type thing. I don't know if it's all completely, good intentions.
I was saying that it seems like he was trying to be like a modern day Christopher Columbus, because like at least here in America, like we have a whole day for like Columbus Day, and then it's like I don't even know why do we even celebrate that, but
He'd be the only person he would be
yeah.
literally a living legend, because he'd be the only person in our time to actually
to come
have
in and like give these people a new like religion, or like try and spread his philosophy,
or
Right.
convert them to like make them teach them how to learn English or whatever, and then maybe they teach us the secrets, and then he's like, oh, this guy brought up a whole new freaking era for the world now. Like, we don't know.
But instead of being a legend, he just became a martyr, and martyrs have to die.
Yeah, and that's what happened. So now my last question for y'all is, do you think they should retrieve the body?
The only reason I would say retrieve the body is if the family feels like they want to bury him. Besides that, I don't think it's necessary. You're just risking American lives. You're risking the people of that island. It's not worth it, in my opinion.
I think it's possible. Like, honestly, they would own like, if they really wanted to, bury their family member, which I'm sure they probably want to do. Like, just send like an elite force. It's probably gonna be expensive. Like, to like send a drone first, like figure out where the body is on the island, and then just like get in, get out. Like, send a helicopter. Like, these people they're not taking a helicopter out with like some stones.
But right, they're not taking.
But that's assuming that the body's still on the island. Who says they didn't burn it or drop it in the ocean? Or bury it, for that matter. Like, you're not going to see...
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why you send the drone to scan and see if the body's
not,
there.
If it's not there, you're just like, forget it.
If it's not there, sorry, like, we couldn't find your son. Like, it's terrible, but,
The longer it is, the more decays. So like, you got limited time to be doing this.
Right. And as much as we've been laughing about this, I do feel bad about this guy, because he had the best of intentions. He wanted to make... He wanted to make peace with some new nation, and I think it was a nice idea. I just don't think he should have continued, especially after getting shot with an arrow, regardless if the Bible got hit or not. If someone shoots at me, I'm gonna turn the other way.
And also try not to like spread a 2,000-year religion onto a 60,000-year community.
Right, they probably have their own faith system already set up.
Exactly.
There's no reason for you to try to give them a new one.
His mistake was misinterpreting the warning.
That's awful, bro.
I feel so bad. You're right.
And I'm not laughing at his death. I'm laughing at the way he interpreted the sign, or like what God did for him with the because when you think about it, like, what are the odds of the arrow, just striking like wherever the Bible was on him? It's just like, I really think God saved me.
I should leave these people alone. That's what I would think.
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's like, no, he saved my life. These people are trying to kill me. Maybe I should.
I'm chosen by God.
Turn the other cheek and go home. Like,
yeah.
I just thought of the guy from Berserk, that dude with the big head. Oh,
Mozgus.
Mozgus. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to anime. This is serious. But yeah, you're right. If you think that God is on your side, then don't test your luck with God. Like, I don't believe that anybody should force religion onto somebody else. I don't condone with the idea that if somebody believes in one thing, whether it's whatever these people believed in, Buddhism or being a Catholic or whatever, don't just force a religion onto them. You should give them, if they want to find a new religion or they want to see God or learn about God, sure, give them your guidance, but don't force your influence.
Well, we don't know for a fact that he was gonna go there and like force you, like, you need to learn about God, like, you know, maybe like I would like to think that he was going there just to, you know, throw this information out of them, like, hey, like, this is God, this is how it started, whatever, tell them the story of Jesus and all the parables and stuff like that. I would hope to think that he was gonna go there and, you know, do it that way and not say like, yo, y'all need to learn about God, like, this is the one and true. Like, I would hope to think that.
See,
that was
I want to believe that's the case, but I'm seeing this a lot of similarities to how this happened in colonialism. People from European countries came to African countries saying, you have to learn this religion. And once you do, you have to conform to the way we act and the way we think. And that's the way I was seeing this. Not saying that was his intention, but the similarities were too obvious for me to see, and I was just like, I didn't agree with it when I learned about it in history back then. I don't agree with it now. It's too similar for me, and I'm just like, if they have a faith in place and they're not looking for a new religion, don't force one upon them. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. And those fishermen, they got arrested.
They got arrested?
For bringing them to the illegal island, huh?
Yeah, they got arrested for that. Because now, since he died, the whole case got freaking blown out of proportion, and now everyone knows about it. And who were the fishermen that got him there?
I don't think the fishermen should go to jail or anything. He bribed them to get them.
Yeah,
They
but
accepted the bribe.
they accepted the bribe, though. They accepted the money. Like, they know. Those fishermen knew that you can't go there. They probably were like, yo, bro, you're crazy. Why would you even want to go?
And then he probably flashed them, like, you know, there's a couple
America.
How much, this dude has, like, how much time does this guy have in money, like, to go to this area? Like, it's not easy to get there. Like, you have to go through boats and like, mad flights to get to, like, this area.
This is some movie stuff right here.
And then he's just like, this dude really was on his purpose, yo.
Yeah. Actually, let's pull up a picture of this guy here. I want to see what he looks like.
This is him right here.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
He has a bushy brows.
Yeah, he's bushy brows, but he's like a traveler. So he's like one of those dudes. But
This is the zealot,
it's
Christian.
the thing
is
is
him.
treated as a murder. But the tribesmen will not be charged, or there's no talk of them being charged, and I don't think
they don't
I
want
mean,
any
they can't
further
be
charge.
charged.
that'd be stupid, because if someone came to your house and you told them, yo, bro, don't come to my house or I will shoot you.
You're defending your property.
You're defending your property. So I don't think they should be charged. So.
Yeah. I feel like this case should be left closed. I'm not sure that the fishermen should really be at fault. I feel like, yes, they accepted the bribe, but at the same time, I feel
they're
like
not the ones that got him killed.
yeah, like he's the one who forced or who wanted to go there that badly. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, that's all we have, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check out future videos.